Standalone Travel is brought to you by Corporate Traveller, the business travel experts. Switch to Corporate Traveller now and you can save up to 13% on your airfares. Visit corporatetraveller.co.za for more.
It's 12 at night and I'm still at work. My boss missed his flight, that stupid jerk. Now all flights and hotels must be moved out by a day. Mark my words, someone will pay.
Sound familiar? Then switch to Corporate Traveller and let the experts take the hassle out of business travel. With free after-hours support, guaranteed cost savings, and no fixed contract, it's an absolute no-brainer. Bring an expert on board today. Visit corporatetraveller.co.za.
It is Hot 91.9 on the ENF show this afternoon. Let's welcome Raylene Pienaar, who is the General Manager for Corporate Traveller, onto the show. Raylene, what a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for joining us on the ENF show.
Thank you so much, Ian, and what a great honor to be with you this afternoon.
Thank you. So you are the General Manager of a very busy section of your company, which is Corporate Traveller. Let's talk a little bit more, first of all, about what Corporate Traveller is versus Flight Centre, which is in the mix, and other bits and pieces, because there's lots you guys do, isn't there?
Absolutely. So, Flight Centre is the leisure market of travel in essence. So, Flight Centre is more your leisure type market customer, which is most probably you'll know them because they represent, or they're very much in the malls, in our shopping malls.
I mean, I often see those stores there.
Absolutely, with a little captain outside.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's really your leisure market, looking after a leisure type of business. In other words, from a one-way flight to Durban, to a 7-night Mauritius package with your family, to a trip to London, to touring, to all kinds of leisure travel. Where in a Corporate Traveller space, we really look after business travel. So very much corporate companies that does quite a bit of travel. And again, it's domestic travel, it's international travel. It also touched the surface of your accommodation, your car hire, your flights, and all of that. But in essence, the difference is a leisure market versus a corporate market, and corporate companies obviously then have a relationship with the Corporate Traveller where we manage their travel. We obviously work closely with the travel people of each company to make sure we offer solutions. We look at strategic ways of cost savings and so on and so forth.
So it's very much a business to business side as opposed to client facing in the malls, etc.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And how long has Corporate Traveller been going? Is it fairly new?
No, Corporate Traveller Flight Centre has been around for just over 21 years.
Yeah.
So Corporate Traveller has been around, out of those 21 years, 18 years. So we've been around for a couple of years, and it's been great ever since.
So the next question on everyone's minds, and I know because we spoke about this off the air, so let's go there for a second.
Yeah.
A lot of people who do have the need to travel within a corporate world are going to say that we don't need travel management companies. The world has evolved into such a way that you can go online. You can book your flight, book your accommodation, go and see on TripAdvisor what the best ratings are and choose on that basis, and have it all done and dusted within, honestly, an hour or so, depending on how complex it is. So why would I use a travel management company?
Yeah. So Corporate Traveller offers expertise through our people, Ian, our products that we offer, but most importantly also through the relationships that we have with our current corporate companies. And I believe that having a travel expert on board saves corporate companies a lot of money, a lot of time, but most importantly offer them absolute peace of mind that their travel program and expectations are consistently being met and monitored.
I'm dying to, excuse me for interrupting.
Absolutely.
Let's pick up in a second there, but I want to know about the money side of things. This is the rands and cents are what have got me here. Is it that you have the access to bulk bookings and then can give a discount passed on to the client? Yeah. How does that work?
Yeah, so travel becomes quite complex. So having a travel management company on board, such as a Corporate Traveller, with a Flight Centre background of global buying power and that that ability to negotiate great rates, great products for our corporate customers. Absolutely, there is a significant saving in having a travel management company on board. In saying that, it's very important that between your company or your business, your business that you're looking after, and a corporate travel environment, it's really important that we understand your needs. And we work closely with corporate companies where they have a set expectation of what they want to save and where they want to save. What we do find in the market is that it's not always about saving money, but it's really about saving time, offering a solution, having a relationship and a partnership in place, but also being that expert that can advise and that can recommend, and that expert that can look after your needs as a customer.
So very much as opposed to just being a number on a page on the internet, you're now developing personal relationships. You're making travel human again, where it was a good few years ago. I mean, 10 years ago, you would have to pick up the phone to a travel agent because the internet really wasn't that evolved.
No, absolutely.
So it's actually going back to that, where people love that human connection.
Yeah, and I suppose as much as the internet is a solution to many businesses, I'm a firm believer that it doesn't necessarily save time, it doesn't necessarily save money, but most importantly, and I always use the hairdresser as an example, you know, I could go to Pick and Pay or Clicks or wherever it is and buy highlights or colouring. Do I get the same experience, and is it the same level of expertise in terms of recommendation? So maybe I save a little bit of money, but in essence, you know, once there's changes and once there's last minute bookings and once there's maybe a routing suggestion or recommendation, does the internet necessarily offer that? I don't believe that. And if there's a need or a quick change that needs to be made and it's after hours, where do you phone? Where do you go? Which airline? You know, so it because travel has become a little bit more complex than what it was 5, 6, 10 years ago. I'm a firm believer that you need that expert and you need that expertise of a person that can give you recommendations.
So when you're paying roaming charges and it's starting to get expensive because you're on the phone because you need to change your flight from Tripoli to Los Angeles via somewhere else, maybe Dubai or something, it starts to get a bit confusing, doesn't it?
And we also offer a free after hours service. So all our corporate companies, all our corporate businesses have a contact number, and it's not that typical environment where you deal with just another person. It's really that person to person, that personal touch to our customers. So teams are really small after hours. It's a simple phone call, and there's a person on the other side that understands your needs, that's got access to your profile, that understands your traveler.
I love that.
So it's just simple and easy.
Raylene, let's talk about the nuts and bolts of getting corporate traveler. I almost said Flight Center. I almost said that. To get corporate traveler involved in your company, I mean, is it a process which is easy to follow through? How would you do it?
Absolutely. So it's really an easy process.
Yeah.
It's the one thing that we offer is no contracts. So we firmly believe that we're only as good as our last transaction. So what we've seen in the market through our competitors is that they sign people into a contract, and you've got to stay on that contract for 6 months or 12 months or 2 years or whatever the case might be. With us, we believe that I'm only as good as my last transaction. So get in contact with us. It's a very simple process. We've got great business development managers that goes out, sees our clients, identify what the needs are, identify what that payment program would look like. So we also have a very flexible payment program where we often find that, you know, however and whatever is going to work for you. Is it a lodge card? Is it a credit application through credit? What is going to work for our customer? And really, it's a matter of let's just get on board.
What's your website? Where can people find you?
www.corporatetraveler.co.za.
Fantastic, because that's the good touch point, I suppose, for all the contact details. And is there a contact form? Can people phone? How can people, you know?
Yeah, they can phone our head office at 011 778 1300. And yeah, I'm happy to take those calls and start the process.
I just love you've got me when you talk about the human side of travel again. I think that's, the golden age of travel where people used to actually love it. Now, unfortunately, it's a bit of a laborious process, and it starts from booking. So,
Absolutely.
if you can take that burden away from a company and help them through that, I think that's wonderful.
Absolutely.
Well, listen, I hope that 2016 is a cracking year for you. I really do. I'm very positive. I think there's a lot of positive energy going into this year. So thank you for joining us. That website again is corporatetraveler.co.za if you want to find out more. And I think that people would be wise to maybe give you a try. As you say, there's no contract. So even if you just touch base once and see for yourself, that's
and
the way forward.
it's about that experience, And again, how does the expert corporate traveler give you that experience and that absolute peace of mind of knowing we take care of your travel?
Amazing. Raylene, thanks for your time.
Thank you, Ian, and have a good afternoon.
There you go. Full Blown Travel this afternoon. Warren will join us again next week for more interesting corporate travel tips with the folks from Corporate Traveller. Get to their website at corporatetraveller.co.za.
Full Blown Travel was brought to you by Corporate Traveller, the business travel experts. Switch to Corporate Traveller now and you can save up to 13% on your airfares. Visit corporatetraveller.co.za for more.